Welcome to People Want to Know on Jessica Dominguez TV. I'm JP Dominguez, and like every week, we're here to answer your social media questions. We're super excited because I have back again, Jado, attorney Jessica Dominguez at Abogada Latina on Instagram. I've been watching you post a lot of pictures. You've been very Instagram active lately.
Thanks to you and my team. Thank you guys.
If you want to follow her, you can follow her at Abogada Latina. And let's get right into this segment before we bore the audience with our Instagram talk.
Yes.
This week, what we want to talk about is basically the risks involved with traveling inside the U.S. Are there any tips and recommendations you have about that?
GP, this may sound like a silly question. A lot of people seeing the title of this video may be like, are you kidding me? But this is of the utmost importance for that person who's here without legal status. Many people are fearful of going to the airport because they think they can get deported.
So this is actually a very serious issue. A lot of people are fearful of traveling. They're fearful of flying or driving. What are the different types of risks between people who drive and people who fly who are undocumented when they're traveling?
Excellent question. Anyone without an immigration legal status is fearful, but they need to know that the risks that they have while they're driving from one state to the other is the same risk they could have when they go to the airport. If you're undocumented, you could be asked in regards to your legal status.
So let's just knock one question right out of the way. Can people fly if they're undocumented in the U.S.?
If they have no immigration legal status, right? That's
Yes.
the question. Well, I asked the TSA agent this. I went to the airport once, and as you know, we just go and show our ID, and then they let us get into the plane. And I asked them, how do you differentiate between someone who doesn't have a U.S. passport, someone who just brings you an ID? And he told me the requirement is the same for everyone who wants to come in, who wants to go through security. The requirement is they have to have a picture ID with the name that matches the airplane ticket.
Okay. So my question is, what about if they decide to do a further inspection or further checkpoint and they question your legal status, like Jose Antonio Vargas, who was flying out of Texas, a very heavily border militarized area, and they questioned him and they found out that he wasn't documented?
That's the risk that anyone has when they go to an airport, when there are federal agents around you. If they want to ask you the question, they're going to go ahead and do it. The answer to the specific question that you have is you have to know your rights. Not only as an undocumented or as a person who doesn't have legal status, as a U.S. citizen as well.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent.
Right.
You have the right not to share any information with them. But when the time comes up and it is determined that you have no legal status, you must know your right not to sign documents that you don't understand, not to accept a voluntary departure, and to ask for your case to be heard by a judge.
Great. So there's definitely those steps to take if you are stopped.
However, I need to add to that when you are, let's just say it's someone who's coming in. You're asking specifically as someone who's going to the airport, who's trying to travel from one place to another. When you're in an airport and have an encounter with federal agents, they can ask you about your immigration status.
Right.
And people need to know that.
Right. And if they are stopped, those recommendations to take is don't sign a voluntary departure, ask that your case be heard by a judge, and know any information you give can be used against you. Thank you so much for clearing up those things. So it's just basically a risk in general for anyone who here is undocumented, but it's important that if you are stopped to know your rights. Punto,
Absolutely.
right? Great. Thank you, attorney Jessica
My pleasure.
Dominguez. Thank you guys for watching Jessica Dominguez TV. Make sure to follow Abogada at Abogada Latina. You can follow her on Instagram as well and Twitter. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to this YouTube channel. We love making these videos, but we love it even more when you guys want to come back for more. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, JP Dominguez. And if you want to watch more of my videos, go check out Oslo Media YouTube channel. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching us week after week.
Wait, don't go anywhere.
Please subscribe to the left.
And watch our videos below.